Hey guys, I'm Alistair from Trail & Kale, and today I'm reviewing the Mizuno Neo Zen. I'm excited to tell you about this one. This is a shoe that absolutely blew me out of the water. It's a $150 running shoe, but damn, because it's so versatile and performs so well whilst maintaining incredible comfort, it feels like it's worth so much more. The Neo Zen is a daily trainer, and I know a lot of other reviewers out there are going to pitch it as that, but after putting it through my tests, this shoe is really a crossover from daily training all the way to a speed training shoe. It's absolutely fantastic. Incredibly cushioned, incredibly bouncy, very responsive, fast, light. It's got it all, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. Before I jump into my performance review, I'm just going to quickly go over the key specifications to give you a broader idea of what this shoe is all about. They cost $150, which, as I mentioned earlier, is an incredible price, and I'll explain why very shortly. They weigh 8.3 ounces or 235 grams, and that's for a size US men's 9, my pair. And they have a drop of 6 millimeters from heel to toe. That's 40 millimeters under the heel and 34 under the forefoot. The upper is using a one-piece mesh with an integrated tongue, as you can see. It's super lightweight. It has a nice little finger loop at the rear. It's very stretchy around the opening, around the collars and the heel counter, making it very easy to slip on. And it's also got some reflectivity on the upper too. The midsole is using Mizuno's Energy Next foam, which is a supercritical TPU foam. It's incredibly cushioned, it absorbs shock amazingly when you land on it, but it also has a really nice amount of rebound as well, making it very responsive and incredibly bouncy. When it comes to sizing and fit, I went with my usual sizing, but in hindsight, it's probably a little bit too big. It's very marginal, but I think if you go down a half size, you'll get a much snugger fit. And this one-piece upper will just feel even more like a second skin. As it stands, this size actually does feel really good to me on the run, but I can see how it'd be better if it was just a little bit smaller. Just got sidetracked there. The smell of a Mizuno is really nice as well. Reminds me of those old days when I was a kid, asking my mum and dad for a new pair of trainers. And now look at me, reviewing them for a living. If you're enjoying this video so far, please give it a like, share it with a friend, and be sure to comment on this video. It really helps me and the channel if you do drop a comment, and it lets me know you're actually watching, being engaged, and enjoying the content. So definitely drop a comment, just say hi, or ask a question, whatever. Put some words in that comment now. And if you're looking for a way to support me in my channel, it's really easy. You'll probably see a little product icon here. If you click on that, and if you do buy the running shoes that I review from one of those links, or the links in the description, I will earn a little commission, and that just really helps support me and my work. So thank you. Okay, straight into my performance review then. This is mostly going to be good because this shoe is incredible. And the biggest thing that stands out to me is really this midsole. It's this Energy Next foam, which is a supercritical TPU foam, meaning it's incredibly bouncy, but it's also got some really good compression and absorption when you land on it. And the response from the shoe is really good all the way across the shoe. So if you do land on your heel or your midfoot, forefoot, then you're going to get a lot out of this shoe. So it really is a very good shoe for a lot of runners. That said, if you do overpronate, if you've got some serious pronation issues, these are very much a neutral shoe, so they're not going to offer you any additional stability or support in that area. That said, if you've got very minor pronation issues, I wouldn't worry about it. Definitely worth a try for you. And it's the ride that this midsole gives you. It's just so fun. And one of the most incredible things about it is I just feel like I can keep running. That doesn't happen very often. And it's a really important thing to have if you do have a marathon to train for, or any race really, or you're just putting in base mileage, you need to be motivated to go out every day, put in the miles, stay fit, get fit, whatever your goals are. You need a shoe that's actually going to make it easier and more enjoyable for you. And the Neo Zen for me is right up there, right at the top for me right now. And that's as a daily trainer, but also a speed training shoe. It crosses over between the two and it performs fantastically for slower, easy runs, long mileage, but also if you want to pick up the pace, do tempo runs, speed training sessions. It also has surprisingly good stability. Now, it's not a stability shoe, it's very much neutral running shoe, but considering the stack height of 4 centimeters under the heel, and the fact that this supercritical foam does compress quite a lot and bounce around, the geometry of it and the fact it's got a very wide platform underfoot or footprint makes the shoe surprisingly stable for what it is. The next thing I'm going to talk about is this outsole. I really like the fact that it's got a huge amount of coverage on the outsole that is rubber compound. I see so many daily trainers nowadays that are trying to strip weight by stripping rubber compound from the outsole. Now, while you will be stripping weight by taking away rubber compound, you are actually making the shoe less durable as well. And of course, traction in those areas won't be as good because you will be running on foam. Mizuno's done a great job of actually keeping the shoe super lightweight, but having excellent durability on the outsole and traction. Good job, Mizuno. Now, although it's very close, it isn't perfect. And I say that because there are so many different kinds of runners out there, different weights, different style of running, different cadences, different forms. Some people pronate, some people underpronate, some people have neutral gaits. So it's not going to be perfect for everyone. And I just mention that because stability could be a concern if you are a heavier runner or if you do have serious overpronation issues. And that instability will get amplified a little bit because of this one-piece upper, which doesn't have a huge amount of support. It feels absolutely fantastic for me on the run. I'm a neutral gait runner, super lightweight, super breathable. But if you are used to having support in the collars around the ankles and the heel counter, then you're not going to get that here. That said, I absolutely love it. It's performing really well for me. And then the only other downside that I've picked up on is this rather high heel counter. Now, you will be wanting to get out your crew socks for these ones, just so that your socks cover the entirety of the heel counter so you don't get any rubbing or discomfort on the back of your Achilles. I've been wearing crew socks quite a lot recently because apparently it's a lot more fashionable nowadays. So it's been absolutely perfect for me. I haven't noticed any rubbing at all, but just be aware if you don't wear long enough socks, you will probably feel this bit here. It's final verdict time. Are they worth $150? Yes. In fact, I would say these Neo Zen running shoes are probably actually worth $200. Don't go telling Mizuno that, they might put their prices up. You get a hell of a lot of running shoe for $150. You get a daily trainer that can actually perform really well as a speed training shoe. So if you do need to get your tempo runs in your training plan, or intervals as well, this shoe can do that really well. And what's more, they can do it really well in absolute comfort. These shoes fit like a glove in the upper, but man, this midsole just makes every stride feel cloud-like and dreamlike. It absorbs shock if you do land on your heels or even your forefoot. And then the smooth transition to the toe off is just dreamlike too. I really can't recommend this shoe enough. I absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about buying it, just click that buy button. Thanks again for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like the video, drop a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel for more running shoe reviews just like this one. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.